So Cody just asked us. He said, "Let's hear about smallies." And Lucas, just to give you a little reference why that would be interesting to us. Number one, we don't have smallies, but what we do have is they're called spotted bay bass. They're a small saltwater bass. Wow. I think the world record's like 6 pounds. So if you tell someone you caught a 3 pounder, you're talking about a big fish. But
that's cool.
They're a lot like smallmouth that don't have a topwater bite.
Oh wow, huh?
So
yeah, I've never caught those.
So I think people want to hear about your experience with smallies because that's kind of adjacent to spotties.
Yeah, so smallmouth bass. So I fished a lot of the major factories. I've been all around the country, and the St. Lawrence River is incredible for smallmouth bass. And so from my experience, when I'm trying to find smallmouth, they're very elusive. They move a lot and stuff like that. When I'm trying to find them, like my brand makes a spy bait. So I throw this big ass spy bait, excuse my language. And that's just a way of kind of finding the school. They really group up. You'll get them 5 to 6, the bigger ones. They wolf pack, and I'll throw the jerk bait. I'll throw the spy bait, and I just like to cover water. And sometimes you can even drift and find the school. Like you don't even have to touch the trolling motor. You just cast and drift.
Spy bait, are you using that more like with a wake action? Is that the deal? Is that blade on the front turning and making a wake off it?
Yeah, so a spy bait. Have you guys fished spy baits or negative?
We don't get a lot of topwater for the saltwater bass.
Okay. That's not a topwater. Yeah, that sinks.
Okay, that sinks, and you play it down low.
So a spy bait is something we've used on Bassmaster for years, and it's just coming to the public now. A spy bait is a sinking propeller bait. Mm-hmm. So it's got the prop on it. This is heavy. This is probably a half ounce, maybe heavier.
Because the ones I've got with propellers are all top water.
Right. So the spy baits, they sink. You let it hit the bottom, and you reel it. That's it. And you're just right above bottom with, a spy bait. And that's it slowly moves. The prop just slowly moves, kind of like the top water, but underneath, slowly moves through the water column. And for some reason, they can't resist it. It's just like that subtle action, and that's how I find the smallies. And then if I find the school and they won't eat the spy bait, I'll throw a craw on a Ned rig, something like that, I'll throw a crawl on a Ned rig or a drop shot with a swim bait. That's another thing we do a lot. We drop shot swim baits. That's what I do. I don't think anyone does it, but that's what I do. I take a 3-inch swim bait and I put it on a drop shot.
Cody just said, take my money. I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm like, I want to try playing that thing down low for some spotties. Because we're all thinking about
I'm like, I wonder if that works.
We're fishing Dredge Harbor, so we have a lot of area where there's no structure down there. They're just hanging on pilings.
Yeah.
So you're going along those pilings, and now I'm going like, that thing sinks, huh?
A lot of our fishing is done probably within the bottom foot, between, the ground and a foot above. That's like our strike zone for a lot of our saltwater bass. Well, in the harbor, I should say. There's a lot of structure outside the harbor that they will expend on.
Yeah, suspend on it.
And thank you. Could not think of the word. But when we're fishing in the harbor, it's like you want that bottom contact. And that thing being so heavy and sinking, that could probably be a definite producer, especially next to like mooring buoys.
Yes. Anytime fish are suspended, and those smallmouth, like they're cruising those flats. So like the best part about this bait is, I'm not even kidding you, can almost throw the full spool. Like you're gonna have to have this on a medium heavy rod.
I'm gonna put that right on my 300.
Yeah, you'll throw the whole spool, and you'll be able to really find fish. Like you'll be like, okay, I just caught a fish over here. Let me move a little bit, and then you'll really zone in on that spot. You know what I mean? It finds fish really well, really, really well, and you'll keep catching them on it. But if they unglue from it, throw something slow. Pick up a drop shot. You know what I mean? That's what I do. Like I'll usually catch 2 or 3 good ones on the spy bait, and then once the school is like, oh, what the hell is that? You got to change it up. Throw that drop shot or Ned rig in there. So, but the big ones come on that spy bait because that bait's like this big. So like when we're fishing for a Bassmaster and we're like, we need that 5-pounder, that's the bait to throw.
Throw it.
So how big is that? 6 inches?
This Joker's at least. The one I have, I think, 6.5. That's it. It's big.
So do you get your smallmouth from shore or from boat mostly?
I mostly fish from boat. Yeah.